Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to TNT Tarot. This is trending news tarot for entertainment purposes only, talking on trending topics that you are bringing to me here for the channel. So the question that was brought up today was that there is a impeachment inquiry being launched on the current president Biden. Where is that going? What's it gonna result in? So let's take a look at what will show up and what will be revealed. All right, let's take a look here. We'll start off with three cards and see where it takes us. If we need more, we'll throw out some more. Okay, this has to do with the inquiry itself. What's bringing this about? Where is it going? And what's the backstory? So we'll take a look and see what shows up. So here we go, the first one. Okay, so we have the Sun in reverse, and it seems that when we get these major arcana cards, usually they refer to things that are supposed to happen in a timeline. The thing is that it's really not going to go anywhere. Yes, it showed up. Yes, all the players showed up. And as far as that inquiry itself, it may be unsuccessful because there might be some elements still involved. The crux of the matter here is that there seems to be, by a certain group here, feeling that with this current administration and this current president, there feels like there have been more losses than there have been gains. And it's like taking the country, or they're perceived that the country is going into its most darkest stages because of what has been happening through the actions of this current president, according to this group of people that seem to have some power. Well, let's look at this particular card here. And here we go. And by looking at this card, it seems that there is a select group that feels like there has been no progress, or that the progress that the country has made, we see this here by this person standing on the earth and looking at expansion, looking at mobility, as we see the ships and we see the water and we see all these projects that were ready to take form. Well, it seems that all these things that were promised or planned for have stopped. This is what has impelled or started this impeachment inquiry. It started brewing from that. And then, of course, it progressed to this situation where, of course, we're looking at the sun here. Now, we could look at this in a literal sense, since this is the sun card and it is in reverse. And we could play a pun on words. The sun, we're talking about Biden's son, Hunter. And one of the reasons for requesting this impeachment inquiry, it's to placate the GOP, quote-unquote, hardliners, in order to obtain the bank records and other documents from Biden and his son, Hunter. So it'll be interesting where this is going to go, but interesting that the sun card actually appeared. We could take it literally as the sun, S-U-N, but more so the sun, S-O-N, referring to Hunter Biden. By having the sun show up, it is indicative that it is part of this divine timeline. The fact that it's not right side up, it means that there will be no progress forward. Now, where is that going? I mean, how much of this can be revealed in this next card? But before I get into this card, I'd like to just share, I put a couple links in this video so that you can just do a little research, take the fun, and just kind of now do your own little research about the impeachment process itself. It is a process. Now, will McCarthy be successful? Will the pressure that's being put on by the hard right Republicans to support this impeachment be enough to, sway this inquiry? That's going to be revealed here. And just keep in mind that the impeachment process requires that the House of Representatives bring these charges of impeachment and make it official. And so that's kind of where it's at right now. The next thing that needs to happen after that is that the House needs to adopt those articles by a majority vote and make it official. Then what happens is that it goes to the Senate, and then the Senate holds what is called the impeachment trial. Now that goes into a whole bunch of other, lagging, where if in the case of a presidential impeachment, then the Chief of Justice of the United States presides over that trial, and then the Constitution requires that 2/3 vote from the Senate convict. And once that's done, and the penalty for an impeachment is made official, then upon that conviction, the official is removed from the office. So it is a process, but there's a lot of plays that we see in between. So now that we've gone through that, let's take a look now. Now that we've seen this, we've seen what's caused this, what I would say, the initial fire, the embers to stir. We see that it is part of a timeline that needs to be happening, that is not happening because there's still elements apparently missing, which we're going to find out when all this begins to actually take fire, if it does. And here we go. A certain group here does have the interest of the majority, because they feel that the nation is actually declining versus the progress that they were expecting. And so here we go. Let's see where this is going to be leading. Where is this Biden impeachment inquiry going to take us? Well, nowhere good. More dissension, more dissatisfaction between many. And as we see here with the Ace of Cups, usually as we see this beautiful, one of the most prettiest cards in my opinion on the deck, where you have this divine guidance, you have all of this beautiful energy flowing in, this is just going to create more disharmony. And it's almost like something evil is happening, something evil is stirring. And if there is a message that I myself could share for all of us, if I'm allowed to, would be, we need more love in the world. And how do you bring that into a world so divided with political strife? Because that's what it feels like. And when we feel politically oppressed and politically divided, it's really painful for the progress of any nation. So there you have it. Nothing that you probably didn't know, but thank you again for the great question. And we'll stick around and see what other questions you may have. So if you do have a question, please do put it here in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will share these. Be blessed.